Today on Digital Age Family Safety, we discuss cutting-edge tech, AI, and chatbots, and their effect on families. In the world of technology, AI is the latest hot trend, disrupting everything from how we write emails and essays to how we make art and interact with computers. The effects of this have cut deep into our society, creating both fear and hope in regard to the possibilities of using AI in our lives. Today, our expert Mark Matthews gives us a fast and furious look at just what powers we have at our fingertips with tools like AI and chatbots.
AI in general is a very rapidly changing field. The thing that people have gotten really excited about are what they call large language models. Grok, ChatGPT, Gemini. Basically, you interact with them via text, and people are thrilled by them because of the wide array of things that they can do. There's also text to image, so that's basically image creation. Type in a prompt, it'll create an incredibly realistic image of that thing. And then what naturally follows from that is text to video. It can create stunning quality videos with just a few sentences, a paragraph of whatever you want. It's going to change a lot of other things too, I think, as far as social media and what we consume. A parent's responsibility in any sphere of life is to protect their children. And that means being aware of what the potential dangers are to them. And so we already know, even pre-AI, all of these digital technologies, things like YouTube, social media, are all incredibly good at distracting ourselves. We've kind of gotten distraction down to a science. AI is only going to amp those things up even more. I think for families and for children, I think it's a parent's job to make sure that their children are not being too distracted by those things.
I want to talk with you about something that's showing up more and more in kids' lives: artificial intelligence, especially chatbots. They can be fun and helpful, but they also come with challenges that are worth thinking about. Here's the truth. AI generates. Only humans create. AI can mimic human intelligence by giving answers or ideas, but it doesn't have wisdom, conscience, or the ability to love like human beings. Kids need to see the difference between what a machine can produce and what only humans truly create. Our imagination, reflection, and soul are beyond machines. Let me give you a few examples. One teen used a chatbot to help write a story for school. The story was technically perfect, but the teen hadn't really wrestled with ideas, felt emotion, or used imagination. Over time, relying on a machine this way can stop kids from learning how to think creatively or solve problems on their own. Then there's the emotional side. Some kids start talking to a chatbot like it's their friend. Maybe a kid comes home lonely and vents to a chatbot because it always responds, always understands, and never judges. But here's the catch. A chatbot doesn't really care. It can't empathize or love. Friendship, family, and community teach patience, compassion, and moral responsibility. If children start leaning on machines for emotional support, they miss out on the experiences that shape their hearts and their ability to relate to other people. This is where media mindfulness comes in. It's about guiding kids to use it thoughtfully, intentionally, and in ways that reflect virtue. When they interact with AI, we want them to ask, am I seeking knowledge wisely? Am I fostering real relationships? Am I nurturing my creativity? AI can be a great tool if used responsibly, but it should never replace real-life experiences or relationships. Encourage your kids to talk with friends, spend time in family activities, and seek guidance from adults who can model wisdom, love, and moral discernment. So let's help kids use AI responsibly in ways that strengthen imagination, encourage virtue, and foster real human connection.
A student wrote an assignment that was clearly AI generated. And we actually use software that allows it to run through, and it came back that it was 95% artificial intelligence that was generated on a computer. If you don't think a teacher can tell a difference between what a 13 or a 14 or a 17-year-old can write, the rule of thumb is that any educator can see it a mile away. I think the thing in the classroom that makes me most excited about using new technology or innovative ideas in the classroom is That's what gets our kids excited. If I read Thomas Jefferson's collected works to them to explain the Declaration of Independence, they're going to say, hit the snooze button and let me know when this is over. But then all of a sudden, if they can drop into a computer program where some AI generated person that looks like Thomas Jefferson, now you're meeting them on their level. At this age level, that's going to be more engaging. And so using AI strategically to be efficient, yes, all in. But in education in the classroom, you gotta have the baseline first. When you're 12, you haven't mastered that yet. And if you're not doing that part first and going right to AI, that's where you see the sacrifice.
For some actions that you can take, here is Sister Nancy with her tips for parents about AI and chatbots.
Here are some suggestions for how parents can address AI with their families. Tip number 1, discuss, don't just monitor. Talk with your children about how they use AI. Ask them what they learn, how they feel, and whether it helps them grow creatively and morally. Prioritize learning that develops critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and interpersonal skills that can't be automated. Tip number 2, emphasize human creation. Remind your kids that machines generate, but only humans create. Encourage artistic activities, writing, drawing, music, problem solving, and ideas that reflect their unique gifts. Tip number 3, practice media mindfulness together. Set aside intentional family time to explore technology thoughtfully. Reflect on whether AI use aligns with your family's values and is not just a convenience. Tip number 4, address root causes. When children gravitate toward relationships with chatbots, investigate what's driving them to these tools. Are they isolated from peers or lacking adult attention? Ensure they have abundant tech-free time with others. And tip number 5, talk about appropriate AI use. Help children understand that AI systems are programmed to be agreeable and flattering to increase engagement, not because they genuinely care. Avoid vilifying AI by demonstrating appropriate uses of the technology.
And now for our media saint of the day, Sister Nancy, take it away.
Saint Hildegard of Bingen was a woman of truly remarkable intelligence, an expert in theology, medicine, music, and philosophy, who was also a profound mystic and visionary. If AI is seeking to imitate human intelligence, it would probably do well to look to Hildegard as a model of what it means to bring all kinds of knowledge together. But crucially, she recognized her intelligence as a gift of God and put it entirely at His service. Saint Hildegard, intercede for our family as we navigate a world being formed by AI. Help us to place all technological progress at God's service, while also valuing virtue and holiness over achievement and productivity. Amen.
How do you feel about AI and chatbots? Let us know what you think and stay connected by subscribing to our channel. Please like and share this video with your family and friends.